reporting to you live from the Floating Accommodation Facility. I'm MC3 Bucket, and you are watching Anchored. And welcome back. In today's episode, we have Seaman Young reporting from the FAF, MC3 Mills reporting from the Biggest Loser weigh-ins, and MC3 Parker gives us a sneak peek into the life of Supply Department's Ellis-3 Smith. Before we get to that, let's get to some hard-hitting news. Lincoln just got a brand new anchor installed. Well, it wasn't exactly brand new. We just kind of borrowed it from the USS Enterprise. Thanks a lot, guys. Now that we're done with that, we can get back to cleaning. To prove their core values, our Chief Selects went and participated in a 5K. And although 5 kilograms sounds like a lot of food, I'm sure they had plenty of help from the other selectees in the immediate area.
Yeah. That's not what that means, Bucket. 5K, 5 kilometers, as in run.
That sounds exhausting.
Yeah. So next year someone else is running with the Chiefs. I'm on a shortcut right now. McDonald's looks pretty good. Or Pizza Hut. Yeah.
Lincoln recently got a new rudder installed. It took 1 year and about 13 shipyard divisions to complete.
But Bucket, you're forgetting about the Conrail we went on. This is the third Conrail Lincoln is coordinated throughout the Hampton Roads area. Combined, Lincoln sailors put in over 4,000 hours.
And what about the change of command ceremony? We recently said goodbye to Captain Carl Thomas and said hello to Captain Ronald Ravello. Seriously, Bucket, how could you forget about these? Let's cut to a commercial break.
Well, where would you rather crash for the night? There's no such thing as sober enough.
And welcome back. Now it's time to give some of our sailors some spotlight and some FaceTime with Seaman Matthew Young, aka the Comb-Over Kid.
Thanks, Bucket. I'm here on the FAF and we're interviewing some Lincoln sailors about what they're doing to prepare for the PRT. Let's go check it out. Petty Officer Johnson, what are you doing to prepare for the PRT?
Just continually running, push-ups, sit-ups, pull-ups.
Honestly, just going to the gym 4 or 5 times a week and drinking a ton of water. That's about it, really.
Try to watch what I eat. PTing with my sailors, command PT, and that's about it.
Honestly, I'm eating right. I run a couple miles every other weekend.
I'm actually running farther than what is required for the PRT, so the actual PRT isn't so bad once you actually do it.
Sounds fun.
So, train like you fight.
Do a couple push-ups every day and every night.
Are you starting to look like Arnold?
A little bit.
There we go. I like that. Get the swole on.
Baby! Keep myself fit, so when it comes, I blow it out the water.
How do I prepare for the PRT is annually, throughout the whole year. I manage to do push-ups and sit-ups. Just keep it like that. Run, every now and then. Keep it like that. Make sure I'm good for the PRT.
Petty Officer Green, what are you doing to prepare for the PRT?
Well, Seaman Young, I have a better question. What are you doing to prepare for the PRT?
I usually eat healthy, work out on a daily basis.
I eat a lot of bananas and apples and oranges and watermelon and oatmeal.
Start slowly by building up push-ups and sit-ups and run time. If you haven't run in a while, just start running again and work on finishing the distance first, then work on cutting down your time.
Well, I've been doing some running. I've been running 3 miles every other day or so, doing push-ups and sit-ups.
Can you do all the push-ups?
All of them.
Well, Bucket, we learned a lot of useful information today. We need to stay hydrated, eat the right foods, and work out correctly and frequently. Back to you in the studio.
Ah, Young, you always cease to amaze me. Let's keep things PT related. MC3 Mills, take it over at the Biggest Losers Weigh-In Challenge.
Just to get on and off the ship, it's a long walk. You have to bring your uniforms, and to get into that routine every day, especially with the battle rhythm of the ship, stuff is popping up all the time. You have to find time to PT. And when you have a group of people reaching for a same goal, motivating one another, I think that really helps.
It's tough, busy schedules, busy days, so I always need to talk. It's tough to find the time. I think this will help make the time to do it.
I mean, you can't just run off the ship and go somewhere. So you have to pack right, bring the right foods. You can't just go down to the store and buy chips and sodas like that, whatever you want.
Medical's given us resources, whether it's the app that they recommend to be able to count calories and exercise, and you can scan the barcode and it tells you what's in everything. And then you put your exercise in there and it tells you whether you went over or under your calorie allotment for the day.
I enjoy running and just watching what I eat and not taking the breaks and saying, well, I can have pizza this night, and because usually it ends up being more nights than I anticipated. That's why having a diary of writing down what I eat, because you end up eating a lot worse than you really think you are. My long-term goal may be 6 months, 7 months from now, to run a marathon. I was training for that before I got into the leave cycle and doing all that, and I ran quite a distance one time, and I got into the holidays, but I'd like to really push for that eventually.
Good job, MC3. I didn't know candy bars were unhealthy. We got to rethink a few things in media. Let's take a commercial break. We'll be right back.
He can PT in ways bodybuilders only dream of. His idea of a comrade is rescuing beached whales. He is so respected, even his shadow gets saluted. He is the most interesting sailor in the world.
I do not always PT, but when I do, my score becomes the standard of excellence. Stay fit, my friends. Stay fit.
And we're live. Have you ever wanted to see a more personal, delicate approach to news? Well, when I think of delicate, I think of our very own MC3 Parker. Here he is with his story on LS3 Smith.
Well, I joined the Navy originally for school, travel, and to make some money. My name is LS3 Darby Smith. I'm from Birmingham, Alabama. Well, I joined the Navy in 2009, originally supposed to be a hospital corpsman. I made it to, it's 12 tests you have to take and pass. I made it to test 11. I was upset at first, and then I realized it wasn't as bad as they made it seem. When they were like, you're gonna be out, you're gonna get kicked out and you gotta go in beds and everything. So it wasn't as bad as they made it out to be at all. And most of the time from the time I got to the ship, I was always in supply. I was in MWR. I went cranking in the galley. And once I got done cranking in the galley, I struck LS. I went straight to working in the post office. It's basically what I know. As far as my LS training goes, it's all I really know. So I wanted to come in to work in supply originally. My uncle, he was in the Marines, and he basically did something similar to what we do here, and he told me about it, and I was like, that's interesting to me. So so I just got lucky. My wife is my day-to-day motivation, and my motivation to stay in the Navy, and our future kids. To be able to provide for them, the Navy is helping me do that. So yeah. It's my day-to-day and my motivation, period. Otherwise, a year ago, if you hadn't met me, I wouldn't have been staying in the Navy at all. So, the people I met, the things I learned, all of my whole career pretty much is gonna stick out to me the most whenever I do get out of the Navy, if I do get out. We bring some type of morale and joy to people. Like that one package you've been waiting for from mom, or the package you've been waiting for from Amazon, or whomever you waiting, like just waiting on something. Like when you see somebody get it, I've been that guy who's been waiting on their mail and been like, when I get it, I'm like, oh yay, my mom sent me some new underwear and some toiletries or some candy and stuff. It's a good feeling. It's a good feeling because I know the feeling. Like I got to see the world, I made money, met a lot of cool, good people, so yeah, I think all in all the Navy has done for me what I thought it was gonna do for me.
Excellent news, boys. Make sure you check out all the other media we have on Facebook and YouTube. Until next month, you've been watching Anchored.
All right, good? Well, Petty Officer, hold on a second. You going, Chief?
Well, Petty Officer,